Well, finally this week, what do you get when you spend half a century making music in multiple genres, plus getting inducted into the Country Music Hall of Fame? Well, in Kenny Rogers' case, you get your own exhibit.
Yeah, and you also have a lot of stuff when you've been around for that long. He said he's not really been a collector. It's not that he keeps it. His managers and his fans, they all send him all this stuff, and he has it. And so now it's on display for you to see.
And well deserved.
You never count your money. When you're sitting at the table, there'll be time enough for counting when the dealing's done.
Very rarely do you find an artist that's been in the business as long as Kenny Rogers.
Right here with you through the years.
For over 50 years, he's defined country music, doing something most never have and never will, charting every decade of his career. Success that recently earned him a spot in the Country Music Hall of Fame. And now to expand on that, the museum will honor Rogers with its own exhibit appropriately titled Kenny Rogers Through the Years.
When I first came in here a few days ago, it was really an interesting feeling. You know, as I walked through here, they've got pictures of me in high school and pictures of me in the first group I was with. And I hadn't forgotten about it, but I hadn't been reminded of it. And it was very cool to have that.
From the early days to his more recent work, it's all on display. Awards, albums, memorabilia, and of course, some very famous clothes.
That's from The Gambler. That was a very important part of my life. Ken Cragen, who was my manager, they had a big blow up of the album cover, and he asked the guy, he said, "Doesn't that look like a movie?" And the guy said, "Yeah, we should do a movie." Well, we did 5 of them. And they wanted me to do a 6th one, and I said, you know, if I do a 6th one now, in the opening scene, someone has to shoot me in the left leg and the right shoulder, then I can do whatever you want me to do.
Most of the collection came from a warehouse where Rogers' manager has been saving all his stuff, something Kenny says he would never have thought to do.
I design houses, and I'm an interior decorator, so I decorate them and I sell them furnished. So you can't afford to get attached to things.
When are you going to come to my house and decorate for me?
I'll do that for Tuesday.
A jack of all trades, Rogers' photography talents are also spread out for fans to see.
I used to shoot with an 8x10 camera, which is a really big camera, and that just became impractical out on the road. If I'm doing studio stuff, I can do it. Then I went to a 4x5 camera, which is half the size, and now I'm shooting digital. The next, I'm going to shoot with my cell phone. My next book's going to be called From My Car Window. You know, just roll the window down and shoot it.
And of course, this walk down memory lane wouldn't be complete without some items from his famous friends.
Items in the street, that is what we are.
This is Dolly's, this is the dress she wore on You Can't Make Old Friends, the new record. And that's the one she wore on Islands in the Stream for the video. I love all that stuff.
I need you more and more through the years.
Walking through and looking at all this stuff, does it make you want to go back?
I love remembering them, but I wouldn't change anything in my life, you know.
There'll be time enough